All right, so we're going to go into some profile setup stuff. And I bet you, anyways, we're going to do this. I think there's work that we all can do, right? Make yourself easy to find. If your name is Kyle Whissel, maybe your Instagram handle is @KyleWhissel. Maybe it's not, you know, the #1 San Diego Realtor.com 3 times. No one searches that. If you're looking for someone that you know, you search their name, right? So make yourself easy to find. And so again, on Instagram, put your name where it says name, right? Fill in as much detail as possible. So when we're talking about Facebook, say where you went to school, say where your previous jobs were. On LinkedIn, say what your accomplishments are. Fill in as much detail as possible, so that way people can relate to you on different levels, right? There's been people, I guarantee you, that are like, oh yeah, I went to high school with you, and now that I see what you do, oh, I see you're a realtor now. A lot of people don't put they're a realtor, or that they, this is a huge one. This one pisses me off, and this one I think most people don't include. Include your name and your city. Who wants referrals from outside of San Diego? 4 people. This is easy. So do the 4 of you guys, put your name and your city in all of your stuff. I can't tell you how many times myself, people are like, hey, I'm looking for a realtor in Houston. I'm like, all right, well, I know Tim is in Houston, or in Texas. I don't know where. I don't know shit about Texas, but I know he's in Texas, and I can look and go, oh yeah, he's not even close. But if he doesn't say where he's at, I'm like, hey, Tim, are you in Houston? It just make it easy for people to send you business, right? Include that you work at Whissel. We built a brand, especially here in East County, especially in San Diego. We spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on building our brand, on connecting with San Diego State athletics. Like, utilize that as a way to grow to edify yourself, to grow your status, right? Tell people that you work at Whissel. Give a sense of who you are. I'm a realtor. I work real estate. I help people buy and sell homes. And I call me anytime because I'm a real estate agent. No one knows who the fuck you are, right? Say you know, you love hiking. Say you were born and raised in San Diego. Say you've got 6 kids. I know, Greg, how many kids do you have? Greg's got do you have 6? Greg's got a ton of, like, yeah, Greg's got it. But like, tell people about, I'm sorry, did I put you on blast right there? He's like, fuck you. But tell people who you are. People will relate to who you are, right? Talk about your hobbies, share about that type of stuff, because you are a person before you're a salesperson, right? You're a human being. A realtor is one thing you are. A husband or wife is one thing you are. A brother or a sister or whatever, that's one thing you are. But make sure you show all of who you are. And use a relevant profile photo, maybe one that was done in the last decade or so. That's cool. You know what? I think our team is very, 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 very good at using updated profile photos. But you guys all know who I'm talking about when you look at their photo and then you meet them and you're like, did you take this with a pager? You got a pager on your, how does that happen? So use a relevant profile photo. And include, I'll get you guys in a second. Include your DRE number. John, wherever he went.
Make sure you put it on your profile. The DRE number is massively huge. They're coming after us for compliance, marketing violations. So just stick it somewhere, you know, make it clear. It's supposed to be legally 1 click away. So if it's like a post they saw in your story or something, and then they click your profile, if it's right there in your profile, that's compliant. If it's not, you run the risk of getting it, and they are dead serious. It's 1 strike, 1 warning, and then you're kicked out of EXP. And like, you'll lose rev share on the first strike. Like, they are dead serious about this. So do not mess this part up.
So a couple things that we've done to help. One, we've updated our logo to where every video you do, podcast, green screen, it's going to have the DRE number on it. But I literally, EXP had Kyle fill out a form that I filled out, and it was like, what's your Facebook? What's your Instagram? And I checked before I sent it all out. It's all on there. Literally sent an email back. They're like, it's not on there right. It's not on there right. I can't find it. So I updated our YouTube cover image. I updated their Facebook. So just make sure you put it there. Make sure it's as visible as possible. The good thing about this is posting your DRE number is not going to limit the amount of people who see it. It's not a negative view. People aren't going to see it and go, oh, I'm not going to work with Matt. He's got a DRE number. It doesn't mean anything. Like, right? But make sure you include it. It's a big deal. Cool?